Mm-mm. Hello, everybody. I'm the Monkey, and I'm here with my co-host, uh, Wide Eye Gamer.
Hello!
Hi, and this is the Dork Talk podcast with me, your boy.
You should be used to this by now. It's been
You
how
know,
many months?
it's been like a year nearly.
No, it has been a year because the anniversary was August, but we just completely forgot about it.
Yeah, let's wait until 5 or something, and then we'll do a big episode thing. uh, I just choked on my own spit. That's that's fantastic. Great start as always. That's a great start. I love starting off things like
Why does
this
this always happen to us,
because
Monkey?
I'm a degenerate. I'm a
Same,
degenerate.
bro.
See, it's easy. All right. So, what we did recently? I'm assuming
Not much.
not much. All right. What I did recently is I made an Instagram. Yay.
Oh God, here we go.
Yay. I did it to contact Pyro for an interview about the recent allegations.
How's that going then?
He has not replied yet, and I'm doubting he's going to reply over Instagram anytime soon, so I'm thinking of maybe emailing him, but I don't know if that's going to, if that's worse or something.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Alright. So, yeah. That's what I've been up to. Of course, there's personal stuff for college and all that, but that's a whole separate thing.
The main thing I've been up to is just kind of doing character profiles.
Oh yeah, for like the short stories and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Alright.
it's going pretty well.
Yay. Wow, we're speedrunning this. Look at this. We're only in 2 minutes and we've already discussed what we did recently.
That's a new record.
That's a new record. We normally go on for like 12 minutes. That's only slightly exaggerated.
Slightly.
Slightly. Okay. Let's start off with Animaniacs. For you see, it is time for Animaniacs. They are... Wait. It's time for... God damn it, I was going to make a joke about the theme song, but I failed miserably. You still haven't seen any Animaniacs, have you?
I don't have Hulu, Monkey.
I don't have Hulu either, but you know how I do it?
How do you?
I become a pirate.
Yaha fiddly fee.
Yes, I only have one eye now, a peg leg and a hook hand. The hook hand is pretty alright. The peg leg needed some getting used to, and I cannot draw as well with one eye. But yeah, Animaniacs. I've seen it, and it's like I said, Animaniacs. The original is one of my favorite American cartoons ever made. This has it's not bad. It's good. I really like it. It's great in some parts. Yeah, it keeps the spirit in some parts. Yeah,
Right.
and you can tell original writers still have some spark in it, but there's a few elements that put it off from being, as fantastic and as great as the original Animaniacs.
Right.
Yeah. One, yeah, well, mainly the jokes. The jokes are fine most of the time, yeah. But there's
Yeah.
there's I say about maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 running jokes. Well, I can only really think of 2, but there might be 3. About 2 running jokes that really get on and alright, we get it. You can stop talking about it now. We get it. It's in my head. You have impaled my head with this. You can stop now.
See, that's the problem with running jokes. They're really hit or miss.
Yeah, but like it wasn't even necessarily wrong for Animaniacs. It's just they say it too much, like nearly every episode. The two
Right.
jokes I can think of the two running jokes are Trump jokes and this is a reboot or well I'm not going to get into the continuity of Animaniacs. That's pointless. It's basically continuity-less, but it's
So essentially, the two running jokes are "haha, funny orange man" and "look at us, we're a reboot."
yeah.
Isn't that the same thing Teen Titans Go did? Not the Trump part, but the "haha, look at us, we're a bad reboot."
Yeah, but like with Animaniacs, it started off great with the reboot self-aware jokes. Like
Mm-hmm.
they made an entire song. That song, we're gonna have to bring it up later, but that song gets stuck in my head and I love it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But then they just keep on saying, yeah, reboot, rehashing. You remember the old show? You remember that? It's great. It was a great show. This is a reboot. Have we mentioned? We've mentioned that right now. Yeah, it's a reboot. Haha.
Oh no,
He's laugh.
that's what Teen Titans Go did though.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
As bad as Teen Titans Go.
it's not as bad as Teen Titans Go because Animaniacs is
Okay.
good, but like it still just gets yeah we get it and all that like
Mm-hmm.
we reboot. Oh, we say like it's all right. It's not good now. It was good then. Stop saying it. I hope that's what they do in like the second season because we get it now. It doesn't have to keep on saying it. Yeah. With the Trump joke, it's at start I'm fine with it. Like I've seen like posts and all that. What on fine with it, but actually, side note, I find it kind of funny that like there was some people, you know, like the really, really, really far right, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like the extreme,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, who make videos like, let me just get in the mindset one sec, like, and it's like, yeah, this joke. Well, Mike fell over. Yeah, this joke. It makes the libtards angry. Like, why can't they just take a joke, man? It's a joke, libtards. Stop getting so sensitive. And then like Animaniacs comes out and go, and then they're like, no, you stop. Funny cartoon dog make fun of Orange Man. No, don't do that. Orange Man good. Cartoon dog is not good. Cartoon dog not good. Like I'm seeing that, yeah. I'm seeing that stuff, and it's like, what happened before with the libtards? Stop getting sensitive. It's only a joke stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's funny. That's funny, but the running joke with Trump isn't that funny because this show was written in 2018. Yeah.
And let me guess, it shows.
No, not necessarily. It's good, but like especially with the Trump jokes, it kind of just it doesn't mix well because it's just every episode they're reusing similar jokes and it's like funny. Yeah, it was funny the first time when you mentioned that Russians voted for Trump. It's a little funny when you make an entire episode about it, but stop just bringing it up.
Yeah.
And stop now. And then there's just the bunch of Trump cameos, and it's all like, we get it. Like you're political. You're Animaniacs. You're always political. By the way, also another side note: if you're the people who saying stop making Animaniacs political, this thing political as all hell in the original series. Shouldn't be any different here.
I mean, depending on your viewpoint, the good and or bad thing about Animaniacs is that because it's technically set in real life, they can do whatever they want with it, and they can they can be as political as they like, technically,
Yeah.
because it is set in the real world.
Well, it's set. No, I say it's set in its own cartoonish universe with. Yeah, it's more.
Basically, the exact same events going on as in real life.
Yeah, but yeah, but other than those two long-running jokes, it's pretty. This is pretty funny a lot of the time. Like, it's made by Warner Brothers, and I kind of like that they're making fun of themselves. Like, there's one joke, and I love it. It's where they're going on a tour through Warner Brothers Studios, and they're like, and here is the shot where we filmed Batman. Ooh, versus Superman. Ah! And that was great. That was one of the best jokes in the series, I feel. And they constantly, like, Pennywise shows up in this show, and they make fun of it. Like, I don't know how much of a good idea it is to bring Pennywise into a kids show, but alright, sure. They make fun of. Oh, remember Lunatics Unleashed? Please tell me you know what that is.
It's familiar.
It was like one of the most baffling ideas in not even like TV history, in history. It's basically they get the descendants of the Looney Tunes, but a meteor crashes into the Earth, and they gain mutant powers, and now they're superheroes, and they fight crime.
Ah.
Because that's what I think of when I hear Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes, but superheroes.
And edgy.
I mean, to be fair, with the amount of Acme stuff the Looney Tunes have, they could probably be superheroes.
They could, but like wacky, funny superheroes, not like serious, grimdark.
No, I know that. That's what I mean. Like, have you seen the
post-apocalyptic future?
I'm gonna take a slim guess and say you know what Acme is, right?
Yeah, I know what Acme is.
Yeah. It's the company that gives them all the different stuff.
Yeah.
Surely, if just Acme themselves could be a supplier of superhero stuff.
That or Acme could be this universe's version of the Umbrella, the Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil.
Oh no!
That's how all these remakes are made. Alright. So now we got all that done with the show's quality and all that. It's good. Yeah, all that. Mm-hmm. Now we gotta get into a bit of controversy. It got into for on Twitter. I don't know if it's anywhere else. I don't know if it's anywhere else. All I've seen are a few articles and Twitter posts, and the articles are from Screen Rant and comicbook.com. So I'm sorry, but I don't think those are really top tier journalism ever. I've seen Screen Rant. I've seen your top 10 monsters that can beat Godzilla list. I am not trusting any of your journalists with anything. Have you seen that list? It's so baffling.
I've not seen that. Should I search it up now?
No, I'll just tell you one of the examples, and then we'll we'll talk about it privately. One of the examples, I think it was number 9 or something, of top 10 monsters that can beat Godzilla was Xenomorph from the Alien series. Yeah, okay. Not with that. But unlike, normal Twitter drama, I can't entirely blame, like, the people ranting, because this is just really poor timing on the Animaniacs crew part. Like, alright, here's the context. You know the reboot song we were talking about before?
Yeah.
They were making a joke parody on, you remember Johnny? Yes, Papa. Yeah.
I've seen this.
They made a joke thing where it's Johnny, yes, Papa, eating sugar, no, Papa, telling lies. Yeah. The sequel, and it would talk about sequels and prequels, and the sequel was Johnny 2, telling lies, starring Johnny Depp. And at first, I was incredibly disappointed. At first, I was, because I didn't know all the context and all that. But then I started digging into this, doing my own research, and it's absolutely impossible for this to be a joke about, like, Johnny Depp's abuse. This is impossible. I'm in full...
It was just a horrific coincidence.
It's horrific timing. Like, I'm in full support of Johnny Depp, alright? What Amber Heard has done should be punished, and what the Sun has done has stooped them lower than me as... context for any outside American people. The Sun is the worst publication to ever exist. Yeah.
Ask anyone in England, and they will.
It's the most popular, but ask anybody in Liverpool, an entire city.
Yeah,
ask anybody. What they especially did to Liverpool, my home city, is disgusting, and it boils my blood. Yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah. Sorry, but yeah.
No. You know how I'm retarded. I genuinely cannot. I know that they're like ridiculously just moronic. I just can't remember what they did.
We'll talk about it later. Later in the podcast. Yeah, but like, I'm in full support of Johnny Depp. Yeah, but this is impossible for it to be a joke about him. Animation takes literally months, especially animation on this scale. It takes literally months. This news only became public knowledge a few weeks ago, give or take. Yeah. So it's absolutely impossible, but at the same time, I cannot blame the people who are boycotting it, because this is ridiculous timing, and I understand, because Warner Brothers literally just fired Johnny Depp from Fantastic Beasts, and now it looks like that they're making fun of him, and I get that, but I don't feel right just letting people cancel the cast of Animaniacs, claiming that they've made this horrible joke, when it's literally impossible unless the writers of The Simpsons joined in. Yeah.
It's crippled.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, this is such a sticky situation, because anybody could take anything here out of context. Yeah. So yeah, I think I've made myself clear here. Yeah.
Yarp.
And we should skip to the next story. So back on it again. Back on it again with the Monster Hunter movie. Like, I think we set our part yesterday what we think of what the movie is actually going to be like. But
I'm sorry, yesterday?
no, last month. Last month.
Monkey. Monkey.
Time has lost its effect on me. I'm Samurai Jack at this point. Time has lost its effect on me. I don't know if I'm aging or not. I don't know what year this is. Is it still 2020?
It's December 32nd of 2020.
It feels like 3 years have passed.
2020 is never going to end. We're gonna get to December 31st, and it's just gonna be like, yeah, finally 2021, new year. We're gonna get to like midnight, and it's just gonna turn 32.
It's gonna New Year's, and somebody.
It's still gonna be 20.
New Year's, and people finally. Oh yeah, finally gonna be over. Somebody just uses the JoJo stand, bites the dust, and rewinds the entire year.
Zawaldo!
Wrong thing. Disgusting.
No, it just freezes time.
No, not the world, oh, you disgusting cretin. Baisto no dosto.
Zawaldo.
Baisto no dosto.
I need to actually watch JoJo's.
You do need to actually watch JoJo, especially Part 4. Part 4 is my favourite. And that's where Bite the Dust comes in. But yeah, Monster Hunter. We went way off topic there. Monster Hunter.
It's just from the oh god.
Yeah,
just,
we've already talked about the trailer, but what we need to talk about now is all the articles coming out. Like, all of them are saying this is going to be one of the most accurate video game adaptations ever made. And right, let's ignore the elephant in the room, which is, the military. But also, a point brought up by a YouTube channel called Sugar Punch. Yeah, Sugar Punch Design Works make excellent videos. I love nearly all of them. Watch the design shop videos for Street Fighter characters and all that. I love their Persona 4 video. It's so good. But they brought up a point that they haven't really captured the world or the themes of Monster Hunter, right? Because as they put it, it's made the world out to be a wait, I need to put in the edgy voice. The edgy trailer voice. They've made the world desolate, depressing, where human life is almost impossible to live. When I've played Monster Hunter World and I spend most of my time at the cafe.
It's what on earth were they thinking? They got two things right: monsters and hunters, I guess.
Monsters and hunters.
And that's it.
That is it. But Monster Hunter's World is a crackpot I am not going to be able to explain. But it's not a depressing world. It's a very it's a vibrant. Yeah, and honestly, it's kind of like one of the. Even though there's a monster what wants to kill you around every corner, it's one of the most cheery video game worlds I've seen in recent years.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Sonic world is kind of depressing. And that's not even a joke. What do you really want me to? Do you really expect me to want to live in a world where hedgehogs can just have guns.
That, and there's a madman like flying around. This fat guy turning animals into robo slaves.
Yeah, we can't even. But also, we can't even trust people with guns. What do you think with hedgehogs? Like a madman pisses on the moon every so often. It must be such like a weird world to live in, and I don't want to live in the Sonic world. But like the Monster Hunter world, I could get down with. Like I'm fine with a world where I can have a pet cat companion who does little funny dances. I'm fine with a world where I can see a T-Rex kill a giant Vorogrona. And it's very colourful, very vibrant. It got giant landscapes. But the movie, it doesn't seem to get that. Like, look at the locations we've seen. We've literally only seen stereotypical...
Desolate wastelands.
Desolate wastelands. And a forest. Like, where's a big, massive tree with millions of creatures living in it, with tangles, hoops, loops, branches that lead one to another, different areas, with a giant dragon's nest up there, which is a pain to steal eggs from. Or how about the coral wasteland? With coral wasteland with velociraptors with basically flash grenade heads. It's such a... It doesn't feel like Monster Hunter.
I mean, the main place we saw, if memory serves me correctly, in the trailer was just a desert.
Mainly a desert and a forest.
Now, I haven't gotten very far in Monster Hunter World, and I know that Monster Hunter itself spans a good few games. But if I'm going off my knowledge from Monster Hunter World, there are not many deserts.
There's like one desert.
Exactly.
As far as I've played, there's only like one desert.
So why, oh why, have they done this? What compelled them to do this?
I would say it's to it's weird. A part of me would say to try and appeal to more of a Western audience, but Westerners do have fantasy stories set in different worlds. Look, one of the most popular stories we have is Lord of the Rings. And that world is is not even remotely close to our world, yeah? Or Discworld.
Oh god.
Discworld. or Stephen King's Dark Tower universe. Or any of the big fantasy western things, like Avatar. We can comprehend this. Why are you dumbing it down to make it an isekai anime?
Also, small side note. Considering you mentioned Avatar, did you mean like Avatar: The Last Airbender, or did you mean Avatar: The Blue Boys movie?
I'm not talking about the weird live-action remake of Pocahontas. I'm talking about the good Avatar. Yeah, I don't like Avatar with tree-hugging blue cats. Fight me.
Well, speaking of them, I love how the director for it, is his name James Cameron? I think it's James Cameron. I love how he's planned and is in production of the next 2 to 3 sequels without having made them. He has announced and presumably planned them without having started to make them.
as I've heard,
And I find that
actually, side note, as I've heard, that apparently all three of these films are gonna have the same military bad guy. Like, you know, the guy who supposedly died at the end of the
Yeah,
first movie.
I was gonna say, isn't he dead?
Yeah, as I've heard, he's coming back for all three of these movies.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How does that work?
No. I don't know. Thank God. Thank God. Avengers Endgame beat this thing out. I really don't like Avatar.
Bold words, monkey. Bold words.
It ain't bold words when we already got one fantastic Avatar and it bends. So yeah. Back to Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, we were talking about that. We're talking about Monster Hunter. But yeah, now with the like again with the military, what we were talking about like Westerners can comprehend a weird different like world. So I don't get what they doing with the military. Is Michael Bay involved somehow? I know Michael Bay likes to make a joke out of the literal military.
Come to think of it, when watching that trailer, I was like, this reminds me of something.
It did kind of give me, to be honest, it did actually give me Transformers Return, what was it? Revenge of the Fallen vibes.
Oh no!
And that's like the second worst Transformers movie.
Hey, no, Devastator was pretty cool, okay?
Why would they give a Transformer balls? Devastator has balls.
You're not supposed to question it, you're just supposed to accept it. It's a Transformers movie.
I am a Transformers fan, and I know all about Transformers reproduction. PewDiePie went live. Thank you, laptop, for notifying me of that. I surely will join in like an hour. Yeah, I know how Transformers reproduce.
That brings up a good question. How do they reproduce?
Well, like, there's a bunch of different sort of things, but what I especially like is that they are born from the ground of Cybertron. That's probably my favourite.
So there's no actual like reproduction between Transformers?
Not as I remember, but I'm pretty sure there is.
Well, that's wildly unhelpful.
I got a hunch. I got a hunch.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what was it? So yeah, Monster Hunter movie. It's looking worse every time I think about it. It's kind of like Rise of Skywalker in that way. Everything comes back to Rise of Skywalker. Never forget that with me.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So yeah, next thing. All right. Now an interesting story, which is yeah, the time's getting pretty close. I'll say this is our second to last story. Wow, 4 stories. So with we all know about the next Spider-Man film coming out. Yeah.
Yay.
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 And apparently theories and all that are due as well, because in my recommendations everywhere, and I mean everywhere, I'm getting one thing after another saying, oh, it's reportedly a Spider-Verse movie. Dr. Octopus is going to be in it, or it's going to be called Homeseek, and Venom's going to be in it. It's a whole bunch of conflicting things. Like, I'm like, even it's okay. So, what for? Whatever this Spider-Man film is going to be called, Spider-Man Homeless, maybe
Yeah.
Spider-Man Homeless, or Spider-Man's Homesick, or Spider-Man Not Coming Home, or Spider-Man something 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 something. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna, like, it can't do all these things. Like, maybe the Spider-Verse thing and Doc Ock, yeah,
Mhm.
but it can't be. It can't be because, like, apparently it's the original actor from Spider-Man 2 playing Doc Ock, as reported. Yeah,
Oh yes. I mean,
it's reported. It's
are they going to pull
reported.
J.K. Simmons?
It's no. It's reported. We should
Oh
take this with a
please.
grain of salt.
Now, to be fair, I mean, as I just referenced, they did the same with J.K. Simmons because I mean, you can't have a different J.J.
You can't have it. Well, I mean, there was original ideas for, like, before even the first Spider-Man film that Stan Lee was going to play J.J. Abrams. J. Jonah Jameson. I hate J.J. Abrams a bit more now. I
Why
didn't.
exactly?
I didn't know that was possible, JJ. But you somehow did, and you didn't even have to do anything. That's how much I dislike you. Not
Fair enough.
personally, of course. You could be a great guy, but your writing sucks. Um. So yeah. What was I saying now? Yeah, it was reportedly Stanley was going to play J. Jonah Jameson, and, like, even before the first Spider-Man movie. So, like, that could have worked, I think.
Mhm.
Wouldn't you think? But yeah, Simmons is, like, the default, the number one guy. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So, yeah, it can't. It can't be like it's all these things at once. I would love a Spider-Man Venom film. I would love it. Because,
God, yeah.
yeah, like a proper one. I'm not having this Spider-Man 3 rubbish, or I'm not having this Venom movie rubbish. I'm talking a proper story, properly paced. Like, the first movie's entirely Spider-Man with the black suit, yeah?
Mhm.
A desperate measures kind of story, yeah? And then
Yeah, yeah.
couple of films down the line, we introduce Venom, yeah? Maybe Venom could be with Doctor Doom in, like, the big finale of the MCU, yeah? By the way, Doctor Doom should be the big bad of all of this. If you're ending the MCU anytime soon, it's gotta be with Doctor Doom.
I mean, I would love to see Doctor Doom in in the MCU. That's it. Jesus.
Yeah.
Problem is that I mean they haven't nuked the fridge because there's still people more powerful than Thanos.
Yeah.
It's just going to be weird continuing on,
Yeah,
knowing that
I get
they defeated
I
Thanos.
I get that, but here's an idea that I've heard floating around. You ever read the new final Secret Wars storyline? Probably one of the uh, best newer stories, I think. Well, new-ish stories.
Monkey, you should know by now. I barely read.
Did you hear my sigh? This this is Monkey ASMR. Did you hear my sigh? But yeah, Doctor theories that Doctor Doom might do what the Secret Wars storyline was, which was combining almost the entire multiverse together in one big multiverse that Doctor Doom rules over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be a good story to adapt. But like, yeah, back to it. It is going to be Spider-Man. What we're talking about. So yeah, I would love to see a Spider-Man Venom
Yeah.
film, a proper one. It kind of conflicts with what they're saying with Sony Spider-Man. Maybe the Sony villain universe and it being semi-connected to the MCU is going to be as light as the Netflix thing, so it doesn't really matter, and that they're probably going to reboot it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That or Sony could just be lying like they did with Venom. All of Venom. But yeah, like I've seen these conflicting things, and it's got to be one or the other. It can't be a Spider-Verse film. A Doc Ock return film, a continuation of Spider-Man Far From Home, and a like Venom movie. It can't be all these things at once. So
Can't it?
it can't. Like, that's too much in one movie. Like, you got Spider-Man on the run, yeah, away from like probably a military. I like the idea of a more mercenary style Sinister Six team, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, running away from that, while also a dimensional ripping open, revealing two or three more Spider-Men, and also Venom latching on. You can't have all these at once. That's too much. Spider-Verse was about, well, okay, that's an understatement. I can't just say it's about like the multi Spider-Verse. It's about Miles' development as a character into Spider-Man. It's about all this other stuff, but its main focus is saving the multiverse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And all these, it can't be just focusing like, oh, but we need to get back to our universe. Yeah, but I also need to like, you know, prove I'm innocent. Oh, but I'm Venom. I'm on you. You have to deal with the psychological troubles with that man. I've just shown my British side there. You got to deal with the psychological troubles, man. I'm not good at being British. And I'm from here. I'm a disgrace.
The problem with the various things with these villains, specifically with the Sam Raimi trilogy, he chose villains, or I should say, he made those villains to have a connection with Peter, and so that like a good portion of the movie would be dedicated to like sorting through that connection.
Mm-hmm.
First Norman Osborn, then Dr. Octopus. What's his real name?
Dr.
That's it. Then obviously, oh god, Sandman,
and Venom.
Eddie Brock, and Harry Osborn.
Yeah. And Venom is probably the closest one to Spider-Man.
Now, do you mean in like an emotional sense or a physical sense?
I mean both. Have you seen the Rule 34?
Oh god.
Okay, yeah. So, here's what I think they should do. They should continue on from what they set up from Far From Home. Yeah. Maybe Dr. Octavius. Maybe. Possibility. Alright? Maybe he can be the head of some military group called the Sinister Six. Maybe Harry Osborn could be sending this group out for publicity for being mayor of... to get him to become mayor of New York or something, yeah? Save the Venom story for Spider-Verse 2. That's a theory going around. Like, Spider-Verse 2's gonna have a Venom story, and it's gonna make up for Sony's terrible decision of making Venom a solo show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Venom linked with Miles, and Pete's like, oh, I've experienced this, dude. Get him off you, bad boy. Hits Venom with
Pete just sees the black suit and he's just like, oh, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
He gets a newspaper and starts whacking the symbiote. No! Bad!
Bad symbiote.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. That's my thing, yeah. And now we move on to the next serious one. Okay, let's tone it. We're gonna tone it down a bit. So, we brought this up with Animaniacs, and you're all probably aware of the Johnny Depp situation. I don't think I have to explain it much. Maybe except the son bit. Maybe except the son bit. Because, not a lot of, like, Americans or anybody else knows about the son. Yeah, and the horrible things that they did. Yeah? But the son has no integrity. Screen Rant has more integrity than the son.
Oh.
I'm not even being hyperbole. I'm not even exaggerating there. Alright?
Oh no, I know you're not, I know.
Yeah, so Johnny Depp has been fired from Fantastic Beasts because Amber Heard straight up just lied. Right? Like, about being abused. It's a hard situation to get into. Johnny Depp, I'm gonna like, people have said, oh, we don't know the facts. Johnny Depp lost a good chunk of his finger. Like, he's lost a quarter of his finger, alright? And he's got bruises everywhere. He's constantly shown bruises since in like 2016. And the fact that Amber Heard is literally the only one backing, well, her and the son are literally the only thing backing themselves up, says a lot, doesn't it? Like, there's gotta be witnesses, there's gotta be all that, and all of them are, the facts, simply enough, the facts are showing more towards Johnny Depp's side. Right? I'm pushing towards Johnny Depp's side. And especially because the son is supporting, especially with the son, because the son, I'm not trusting the son with anything. Ever. We've mentioned before with the truth. Like, and, right, most of the issues I could get into with the son are political. They have a different political opinion to me. Right, that's fine, any other circumstances. But what they did with their article, The Truth, in 1987, as I remember, it's just disgusting, and it's a shame. It's a dumpster fire of journalism. Right? Basically, what they did is they told their own story. But the fact that you're making it as an reported the news and it being supposed, not even supposed, it's false. Everything here is in that article was false. My home city, all the people in there, not even like one person, like, they're being in their article, they're being more hyperbole than I am. They're going, every single Liverpoolian there was a necrophile, a murderer, and a robber. In this situation where people did actually die, they're blaming it all on one group, and it was disgusting. They didn't. So if people either ask, like Brits, like, oh, why do you have, like, ban the sun everywhere in, like, London and Liverpool? This is why, because they're disgusting. They don't care about legitimacy. They care about pushing their own agenda. They're like SJWs, but for the far right. That got way too far, but you get my point. The sun sucks. And they're even like the most... And I'm shocked that they're going with Amber Heard as well, because they're literally like one of the most misogynistic newspapers I have ever read. Like, we have to read some of this stuff in media. And it's what they got away with for years is maddening.
Ugh.
That accurately describes my opinion of the Sun. So yeah, there's not, sadly enough, there's not much we can do to help Johnny Depp. We can continue pushing forward on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, all these social medias. We can keep pushing through those. That will help a bit. We can sign petitions. Petitions, it's a controversial thing I'm saying here, but petitions barely ever work, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But showing this shows more thing towards, like, this. Even with Warner Brothers, I defended them lightly with Animaniacs because it was poor timing. But with this is just... You don't fire the abused. You fire the abuser. And the fact that there's articles coming out that Amber Heard is fighting for a bigger role in Aquaman 2 is just sickening.
Yeah, she's kept her job. She's kept her position as what, like,
leading lady or something in Aquaman.
Leading female actress of Aquaman 2. Whereas Johnny Depp, who the only reason he was blamed was because the judge was a simp.
Okay, not best wording. I think it's more society stigma is more focused on the men being the abuser, when really it's anybody who can be the abuser.
See, the problem is I'd usually just go as, we don't know all the facts, so we can't say for sure. But we have a phone call. Not phone call. No, sorry. No. We have a conversation between the two where Amber basically admits to hitting him, and yet nothing.
Nothing. Well, have we just decided to ignore fact? This situation literally makes my blood boil. So, yeah, there's not much we can do about this situation, unfortunately. We can keep fighting, we can sign petitions, we can do all that, but there's not much we can really do. But we still gotta keep fighting for Johnny Depp, because he's been wrongfully accused, and it's all a horrible situation. We gotta keep fighting for the innocent. Right? We can get a retrial, yeah? And with all that, we can literally... and all that, and we can... I hope, like, the CEO of The Sun gets fired, and they change their title to the Scum, which is a more accurate description of them. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to keep fighting for Johnny Depp and continue doing it for him. Like, I don't know what much to say other than that, but you know, we're doing a good job already, so let's keep pushing for that job. Keep pushing for helping Johnny Depp.
Eventually, one day, that it karma will strike, and it will strike hard.
It will strike hard.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, it's gonna strike as hard as a trident through your stomach. So that was the Dork Talk podcast. Got a bit depressing near the end, but that's unfortunately our reality. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Tell us your opinion in the comments below. Subscribe for more videos like this.
Leave comments to tell us what we should talk about.
Leave comments for what we should talk about, and we might talk
Or-
about them.
Or just leave comments.
Just leave
Comments
comments.
are nice.
Comments in general helps. We're not just saying that because it helps in the algorithm.
Just say hi.
Just say hi. Just leave spaces. ... Smash your face on the keyboard. Any of those are fine. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to Wide Eye. And we'll see you next month with the Dork Talk podcast. See ya.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.